Joining us. I'm Morgan Crane, Black Status Presenter, and I am joined tonight by Joy Holte, Orange Status Presenter. We are going to be talking about fundraising with your unique business and giving back, sharing the love. It's February, sharing the love. With fundraising and giving back to causes that are important to you. So Joy does fundraising every month. She part of her business is, built into her business is giving back. That's something that's been very important to her since day one. And so she knows a lot about it. She knows a lot of different ways to do it. And she's here to teach you everything she knows. Not everything, but a lot. And thanks so much for investing your time with us, investing the time in growing your business and learning new things. And I'm going to hand it off to Joy.
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Joy Holte. Before I go any further, I have to say I am so honored to get to speak about this tonight. This is my passion, one of the passions I have with this business. And I have to also say that when I first started way back in July of 2014, I was inspired to do this by Molly Mahoney. So I have to give her the credit because she was the very first one to show me how to do a fundraiser. And now it's become a monthly thing with me. So I consider this a huge gift from Younique that we're able to just use our businesses in so many different ways. So obviously uplift, empower, validate goes right along with sharing the love with other nonprofits. So I'm going to go over just basics of 3 different ways that I've done fundraising. I've raised everywhere from like $200 in a fundraiser all the way up well over $500 to almost $1,000. So I consider each and every one of those a success because each one's so different. So when you are doing a fundraiser, the first question that I always get is, where does the money come from? Like, does the Younique donate the money? How do you actually raise the money? And the answer is, it's your personal choice as a presenter to give a percentage of your commission. That's the answer. And that is up to you to decide exactly how much you're comfortable giving. And that's something for you to make clear with whoever you're doing the fundraiser for at the very beginning. So I'm known to give my entire commission. I'm an elite presenter, so I give 30% of my sales. That's what I do. And, I could give more if I wanted to. I could give product in addition to that. I could give hostess rewards. It all just kind of depends. Every single one is different. So that is where the money comes for you to donate to your cause. So the 3 different types of fundraisers, I'm going to jump right in. The 3 different types that I've done are online only with an actual hostess. And I typically choose somebody in my Facebook friends, people that I interact with on a daily basis, people that I see in different networks that I'm in, at church, at school, and I see somebody who's passionate about something, and I make sure they know that I'm willing to do a fundraiser for whatever their cause is. So that's one way that I do it. Number 2, the second thing that I've done is to do something that's a combination of emailing and in person. So not necessarily on Facebook. Say if you have a nonprofit that you're familiar with that maybe you're involved in, and they have a Facebook business page, but they don't want you blowing up their business page with your mascara posts and your foundation posts. The way that I've done it is to do scheduled announcements, not too much, on their actual business page, and then do emails and to their private group of people who they interact with, and I'll give specific examples, and then to do an in-person event with them, and whether that's one day or multiple days, kind of depends on whatever network, whatever type of organization you're working with. And the third thing that I've done is to pull together a vendor show, which is so fun and so easy to do. I think people hear that I do that and think, wow, that's super overwhelming. It is not overwhelming whatsoever. It's so fun because you get to network at the same time. You get to meet new people. You get to bring people into the organization that you're helping out. So that's awesome. It's just so fun in so many ways. So those are the 3 types of fundraising that I've done. And I thought the best way to give you guys some pointers was to actually just walk through an example of each one and show you exactly how I set it up. So the most important thing you could do when fundraising is to have a clear goal. And when I say clear goal, I don't just mean money. So if you want, if you just are like, hey, I'm going to support this pug rescue and I want to raise $500. Well, first of all, think about it. $500 is a big chunk of cash, because if $500 is 30% of your sales and you're going to be selling your little tushy off, like that's a lot to promise. So don't go there so fast. Don't just think money. Think physical things that your audience can identify with. So it has to be something relatable. And again, I'm going to give you some more clear examples. It also has to be something that you can show progress towards. So let's just jump into the first example. The very first fundraiser that I did was for a friend of mine who is fighting breast cancer. And you're going to think that I did it. I'm sure you heard that and you're thinking I did it to help her with her bills or I helped her with something. No, she came to me and she said, there's this great nonprofit and they do Thanksgiving dinners for women who are in treatment around the holidays. So these are women that are experiencing and getting treatments, chemo, radiation at Thanksgiving, and they have families. And so I was like, yeah, tell me all about this. Let's do this. And then, so what I did is I jumped right in and I said, so how much is a dinner for a family? It's $100. I thought, okay. So let's say that we're going to provide two dinners for two different families. That's our goal. And that's very clear. That's something that our audience could relate to. And with that fundraiser, we set it up just like you would a normal Facebook group party, normal 10-day party. And that friend of mine was my hostess, but she didn't know it. So that was like a super fun thing that I did. She didn't know she was the hostess. And we got so close to our goal. I had a thermometer graphic that I created, and every time somebody purchased, I would raise the thermometer and show them. So when we hit that mid mark where we raised enough for one dinner for one family, we celebrated it. We all celebrated it. I kept focused on breast cancer. I talked about different issues with breast cancer. I related interaction to breast cancer. So I said, hey, who's done their monthly breast exam this month? Comment below and I'll give you a free pigment, our free mineral pigment sample. And I just did twists on it, but stayed focused on the cause, not so much on the products, more so on the cause. And then I made a very relatable goal. So we were so close to that getting to that second dinner that I actually opened up my own VIP group for the rest of that month, and we hit it and we celebrated it. My VIP group celebrated it, her friend group celebrated it, and she ended up with some fantastic hostess rewards that I surprised her with at the end, because she herself was just finishing up treatment and headed into plastic surgery. So that was my very first one, and super motivating and fun, and that is exactly how I would say you could do an strictly online fundraiser. And the important part about that is to get on the phone with your hostess if you're going to do it that way, especially if they themselves are undergoing treatment or if the funds are for them specifically. Know what they're comfortable with. Know that they're okay with whatever you're posting. Know what they want their focus to be. It is about them and about the cause and not so much about your business. So stay focused on that. So another example of something you could do that way would be to do if you had a family who's maybe a family member is receiving treatments. Ask them, how much is parking at the hospital for the week? Okay, it's parking $70 a week. Okay, let's make our goal that we want to pay for parking for an entire month. So that would be $360. That's what we want to raise. And again, I would do a graphic to show progress, but you can break it down even further and show people, hey, if you purchase the Cloud9 collection, not only will you get a full look for yourself, but you will pay for 3 full days of parking for this family and probably a coffee or two too when they get to that hospital first thing in the morning. And just breaking it down like that for them is just so helpful and so relatable, and it just makes your event so much more successful. So that's a great example of how to do it. Make sure you're showing gratitude along the way. And yeah, just make sure whatever you're posting, you're checking in with your hostess a ton and that they're comfortable with what you're doing and how everything is going. That's a full online. The other one that I did was email and in person. And that one was for a dance studio, my daughter's dance studio. And again, you have to show them who you are. Imagine for yourself if you are a member at a dance studio and you get this random email from a woman and she's like, Younique Fundraiser, buy some mascara, we'll get some new costumes. Not so great, right? You're probably like, oh, well, okay, maybe I'll buy a mascara. I don't know. So the way I did it was I introduced myself. I said, this is my daughter. She's in this class. This is my other daughter. She's in this other class. We love the two instructors. We've been here for years. And I happened to mention to them that I'd be happy to do a fundraiser, and they wanted to earn enough for new costumes for one class. And that just happened to be about $400. That was our goal. I sent an email and I just laid out the basics, our mineral makeup and skincare. I sent 2 pictures. I focused on what I thought dance, people who were in dance would be most into from our products. Like, what would they use the most on stage? And I chose lip stain and mascara. And I highlighted just 2 photos. I didn't pack the email full a ton of photos. I picked one fabulous photo of sultry lip stain, and I picked one awesome mascara photo. And then I gave them my number and my email for questions, and I made myself available at the studio 3 times during the week. And I put out all my products. They knew what hours I would be there, just like 2 hours, 3, one was Saturday morning and the other 2 were evenings. The highest traffic times at the dance studio is when I decided would be the best way to invest my time. And so again, that turned out to be a huge success. We raised about, I think that one was over $500. So we made it more than our goal, which was so awesome. And as you can imagine, I reached for my business a ton of new people that way. Actually got a new presenter, and just got to share the love with all these people, and everybody was so excited. And even the teenagers that are dancers came up to me and they were like, I'm wearing my lip stain, like right before the recital. They were so confident and happy and they loved it. And it was just a ton of fun. So that's another great way to share the love. And the last one, which everybody always thinks is complicated, but I swear it's not, is a vendor event. And I have done a vendor event twice. I just did my second one. Both have been for our preschool and kindergarten, a private preschool and kindergarten. If you go to preschool, if you have kids, if they're in school, schools need donations. They need everything. They need crayons. They need book bags. There are kids that need snacks. There's a million different ways to think about fundraising for schools. And basically what I did is I'm in a networking group. I'm sure we all have friends that are in different direct sales companies. I put together an email and a post and I said, I'm throwing this vendor event together for my daughter's school, and I would love to have you guys participate. This is the day that it's going to be. I got the space, and come, and yeah, as long as you promise you're going to donate at least 15% of your sales, you're in. And I created a form for them to fill out with their contact information. I made them aware that it was a nonprofit organization, so any money that they donated, they would get a tax receipt for that, so that would be a deduction. And it was a blast. Again, I think we were oh no, that was much bigger. I'm like, how much do we raise? I myself donated almost $400 for that. I think the last time I checked the total, it's well over $1,200. So for minimal volunteers, we had coffee and snacks some of the parents brought in. Tables were set up. We each bought our stuff. We stayed there for a full day during the holidays, during November, the beginning of November, and everybody donated a percentage. I met a ton of new people. The school got some exposure because all of those people had their customer bases aware of where they were going to be. So that was awesome. And it just worked out. It just worked out for everybody. And it's just a great, easy way to give back. Dance teachers, preschool teachers, they don't always feel the love and the appreciation that they deserve. I couldn't do their job. I know I couldn't do their job, and I'm a mama of 4 and I couldn't do their job. So they are superheroes, and it was just really it's so awesome to use your business to be able to support them. And that is what I do. So every month I choose a different topic, and it's become so much that people will actually come to me now and say, hey, I need something. I had somebody approach me last week. I need something. We're putting together Valentine's bags for a local women's shelter, and we thought maybe you could donate some samples. So I'm on a mission to get more than samples for that donation, but that's how you share the love with your business. I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. Basically, I just want you guys to know not to be afraid to jump in, get out there and inspire. It's part of our mission of our company. It's a gift to be able to do it. And it just is so great to be able to do good in your community. And it's great for business, and it's great for the community. And seize the opportunity. Get out there and do it.
That is awesome. What a great way to give back. And I know so many people are overwhelmed by just the how. And that's the hurdle that keeps them from ever getting started. So thank you so much for those tips. That putting together a vendor event, I never would have thought of that, ever. I don't even think I realized that you did that. So go Joy.
So easy. So easy.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And I love that now you've kind of made a name for yourself in your community. And you pointed out that you can work this business however you want it, so you can focus on the things that are important to you. And it's so important to you to be giving back. So extra super cool. I don't think I had any questions. I think you missed, or I don't think you missed anything. I think you covered, everything really thoroughly. But if somebody watching this, if you have questions for me or for Joy, I can put you in touch with Joy. But yeah, thank you so much for your time tonight. I know, busy mama of 4, and it's like almost 10:30 at your house. So thanks for joining me after hours. Whoops.
Thanks for having me. Thanks, it was fun.
All right, we're going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching, and go out and try it. Just try something new in your business. Try a fundraiser. Think of a cause that speaks to you, and just go for it. All right. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.